Good afternoon, Richard. How are you doing today?
Ricky, I'm really well, thank you. Thanks for the opportunity. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, thank you. I know you're a busy guy out there conquering the world with cash converters. You've been going for 30 years now, is that right?
Yep. In fact, we're in our 31st year. We celebrated our 30th birthday last year. Had the whole of the Cash Converter family from all around the world in Johannesburg for a weekend of celebrations. It was quite a thing. We enjoyed it.
Oh, wow, that must have been incredible. A 30-year journey all wrapped up into one party in your hometown. That is amazing. So you,
Yeah.
you started what, 19 in the 1990s? You brought it over from Australia, is that correct?
That's right. We started in 1994. We signed our master license agreement with Cash Converters in Australia on the 1st of April 1994. You may recall that we had our first democratic election 27 days later, and I opened the
Jeepers.
first store in Paro in October, November of that year.
Sure. And from there, it's just grown in leaps and bounds.
Yeah, we're very happy and very excited. We'll be over 100 stores at the close of play this year. We continue to grow. We've opened 9 stores during the course of 2025. We're
Sure.
looking to open many more next year, and the business is going well. So thank you.
That is incredible. And I mean, what's amazing is I think you've created over more than 1,500 jobs across the country, employment.
Yes, we have. Yeah, it's actually touching 2,000 now if you take into account our head office infrastructure of about 125 people. Average store employs anywhere between a dozen and 15, and our top store is close to 25, or our biggest store is close to 25. So
Yeah,
yes, we've got almost 2,000 people employed, feeding on average in South Africa about 6 miles a day. So we're very proud of that,
brilliant.
helping to grow the economy.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, this is a really cool 30-year journey for you. So Richard, you're known as a business maverick in the resale industry, and I'd like to ask you a few questions as to why you joined FASA. Because this is obviously about FASA, this interview, and we're trying to get out there and let people, other business people like yourself, to get involved in FASA and also help grow the economy simultaneously. So the first question I have is, what made you decide to join FASA, and what were you hoping it would do for your franchise?
So we joined FASA, in fact, in '94 when we opened the business. We brought the
Wow,
PostNet
okay.
business into the country at the same time. And the thinking process was relatively simple. We nobody knew of us. We
Yeah,
weren't a household name. We've spent 30 years branding ourselves as a household name, and we really needed the credibility of the franchise associations, let's call it stamp of approval, that we were running a credible franchise organization, and that was the original rationale behind joining FASA.
okay, cool. So credibility was a big thing. Obviously, not being known,
Yes.
you had to come in and prove yourselves, and that helped you a lot. So
Mm.
since joining, can you maybe go through a few of the other benefits or improvements that you've experienced by joining franchise FASA?
So probably highlight two of them. First of all, when we started out on the journey, we knew very little about franchising, very, very little. I
Okay,
came from an
understandable.
industry that was an IT industry, and really I had to learn the what franchising was all about from the ground up. And kind of while I was sailing this boat, I was building it. And FASA was the source of franchising knowledge,
Right.
things like business models, things like branding, things like all the standard stuff that you and you're also in the franchising world, and we're pretty much in the same industry. As in franchising, it's about a proven
Yeah.
business model, it's about a brand, and it's about scaling that proven business model. So the IP around franchising was I sourced from FASA,
Okay.
and that was really important. And the second aspect was the networking associated with being part of this much larger organization at that point in time. So I knew nobody in the franchising industry. I think you
Right.
and I have met in the franchising industry as a
Yes. Correct.
consequence of being members of FASA together. And I would argue that I've learned from you and you've learned from me. So that experience gaining and network growth of or expansion people that I know in the industry has really come from FASA. And it's been, we've been members from day one. So we've been members for 30 odd years.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't change it. I would
Yeah, I mean,
travel
the
that
fact that
same
you're
route.
still here, that tells a story on its own, absolutely. And then as far as the support that you get with compliance when it comes to business in South Africa, has FASA helped you with that as well?
Of course, yes. Compliance is a major issue in our country in general. The industry that I work in, the second-hand dealing industry, the pawnbroking, the micro-lending industry has got significant compliance to it. And of course, when the Consumer Protection Act hit the country somewhere in the teens, the franchising industry was incorporated in the CPA. So again, part of the benefit of being involved in this in FASA is that there are numerous specialist lawyers that are part of FASA that we were then able to, at that point in time, understand the CPA relatively quickly and being able to adjust to the requirements and be compliant there. So another added benefit, I would have had to go out to find somebody who knew something about it and but I really had those relationships.
Probably paid a lot of money to do that as well, whereas with FASA,
absolutely. Yes.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I mean, that is one of the great benefits is you pay a once-off annual fee, which is not very much, and you get access to so much knowledge, to so much information that you would normally have to pay a lot more for. So that's great to hear.
Maybe just to add to that, so from a compliance point of view, because we all run branded businesses, we need trademarks done, et cetera, and the relationship that I've had with our trademark lawyer for over 30 years now came from FASA as well. The relationship I have with our franchising specialist lawyer came from FASA as well. So these are all parts of the network that are able to add value to our journey.
Brilliant. Thanks for sharing that. So what would you say to a franchisor that's probably just starting off, or possibly one that's been around for a while? What would you say to them to, make them understand that would be a good thing to join FASA? What would be a message from Richard Mukheibir to them?
Join and join now. That's simple.
I love it.
And the follow-on to that is that don't expect to join and just have the world open up to you. There's a simple reality in life is what you put in, you'll get out. So if you join and become a contributing member of the association, you will get more out than you put in. And that would be my overall sense of it.
Yeah. And you know what? I have to agree with you. I mean, since I've joined, a whole lot has changed, a whole lot has happened, and I've been contributing, and I definitely get more out of it than what I put in. Yeah. So Anyway, so Richard, it's been great chatting to you. Thank you so much for sharing a bit of your wisdom and knowledge, and hopefully helping other franchisors out there that aren't members of FASA to join us and grow this whole economy of ours in South Africa, because I do believe this country has such massive potential, and I think we're actually on the cusp of massive growth coming into this country. So thanks again.
I agree with you, and the franchising model per se is perfect for empowering our economy and growing South Africa. It's part of the reason why the two of us are involved in the Franchise Association, because we understand that and we believe in it, and we're going to execute on it.
Absolutely.